So I'm so curious, like, okay, so you got into the cosplay scene, like, I guess late 2000s. What was the convention experience like back then? Because, you know, now we have a lot of boundaries that are set with our convention, you know, like, you know, cosplay is not consent and everything like that. What was your experience with...
Let's start with the question is, your first convention was what year?
Oh, so like, yes, that was like the first time that I went as like just on my own was 2009.
Yeah. Right,
and that was very like overwhelming because I was only 19 then. And I was like, I was there with my friend. I didn't have my parents or anything. So it was this very like, oh my gosh, I'm dressed as sexy Pikachu. Look at all these people taking my photo. Oh my god, this is pretty intense, but I guess I'm just gonna smile, you know?
Right.
But that was that, and then I would go only to San Diego Comic-Con every year until like 2011, I think it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I remember my first ever guest convention was Anime Revolution in Vancouver, which is an amazing convention, and I love everybody that runs that con. Highly recommend. Oh my god.
Okay.
So good. I love Canadians.
It's so delicious. No, because were you around during like the glomping era or like the yaoi paddle era?
I think I just missed that,
Yeah,
but I remember.
I think that was like
seeing-
mid 2000s, right?
I remember seeing yaoi paddles and being like,
yeah.
what?
Yeah.
And then I remember
Probably
like,
a good idea you missed that.
and then like the caramel dancing, glomping phase, you know, like I think I dodged all that. I dodged all the glomps and everything.
Yeah.
I would see it in the halls though with the little Homestuck kids, and I'd be like, what are you guys doing?
You didn't miss like the free hugs era, did you?
Free hugs era.
Did that ever die?
No, it's still happening.
No, it's still happening. It's just
Yeah.
not many people go up to them anymore.
yeah. I think I don't know. I think I was really lucky in my convention experience where I learned really early on that I need to have people around me to like kind of things,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
I skirted around and I was kind of like, okay, we're gonna keep, you know, yeah.
I think that is pretty lucky because I hear a lot of stories back there where people did not know boundaries at all, especially when it came to like cosplayers, you know.
Yeah, I've been yeah.
Well, I mean, that's what started the whole like cosplay is not consent movement.
Yeah,
right?
because
Yeah.
It's
people.
sad that you even need to have that, right?
Yeah.
You think it's common knowledge,
Like-
but
Well, because what people will do is they'll come right up to you and they'll look at your costume and they'll start touching your costume, and that's something that is like, okay, what are you doing?
is
Stop,
this?
you know,
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
But
that's why like glomping was such a nightmare.
Oh
Like,
my
when you
God,
think
it was
about it, because
terrible.
it's like you're literally in a hall full of people you've never met before.
Yep.
Yeah.
Probably not very hygienic either.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then just suddenly you could just get hug tackled from behind.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there's nothing you could do about it.
What I want
Yeah.
to know is how it became a trend in the first place.
it happens in anime all the time. Do you remember? Like people would like come home and
Yeah.
like they'd like in Love Hina, there was that one character that would always like dive bomb everybody and like.
And yeah, they would always
Yeah.
get fucking punched, right? That was what happened in anime.
I feel
Yeah.
like because it's like, you know, it's like one of the only times where anime fans feel like they can kind of let loose, and
Yes.
they
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
get like a little bit carried away.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
definitely. Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
and it's sad. But
There,
Yeah,
are,
'cause-
there was a time where we were at a convention and there was a guy and he was like filming my bum, and Ryan just came straight up. I love Ryan so much. Oh my god, I've got scary dog privileges with Ryan. He's like so scary, but he's the sweetest guy. But he came right up to the guy and he was like, "You can't do this right now." And he was like, "Why not? Why not? I'm at a convention. I can do
Yeah.
what I want." And he goes, "You want to take? You got to leave. Like, or I'm
Yeah.
calling like security."
Yeah.
Ryan
Yeah.
is like the best guardian angel you could have had. Like he is.
He saved me so many times. But yeah, so then the guy was like, no. And then we had our other friend come over and he was like, nah, you're out. And then he actually got kicked out, which was really great.
Good.
Oh, rightly
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like I think back then, just being at an anime convention, it felt like there was, because anime was like so underground, it was so rare
Yes.
to meet someone else who also like watched anime,
Yes.
let alone like an entire room full of people who watched
Yeah.
anime. So it kind of felt like, oh, I guess all social boundaries are like out the window now,
because
right?
we're all friends because we like the same thing, right?
yeah, we're all anime
Wrong.
fans, we're all friends.
Yeah.
It's like we're all DTF, right? We all like anime. It's like, no, we're not DTF.
Down to friend.
Down to friend.
I've never heard of that before.
Down to fuck. I'm just kidding.
DTF is normally down to fuck.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
But in this case, it was down
Yeah,
to friend.
okay, I get it. I get it.
It was a terrible usage of that.
What? DTF?
Yeah, remaking down to fuck to
Yeah.
down to friend.
Yeah.
That is not a good way. This is worse than the two wolves being changed.
Yeah.
You don't like my two wolves?
I think you've overdone it.
All right. I'll let
Twice.
it
We need a new
You've
meme.
done
We
it
need a new
twice.
meme.
pass. New one? All right, I'll bring another one.
Bring out a new one.
Yeah.
Is there anything you miss about the old school convention scene?
Probably just how much smaller it was,
Yeah,
to be honest. And then that
it's much.
sounds, I know that sounds a little bit like, but it's like,
No, but it's true. Like the smaller
It's true.
conventions, I've always had a better experience at.
yeah.
Just because it's like more like, especially when you're like within the crowd, you just feel like you're actually being involved in
Yeah.
the entire scene.
The issue with a lot of the really big ones is that it feels extremely corporate. Like a
Oh,
lot of the time,
yeah,
it's not
absolutely.
kind
San
of-
Diego Comic Con's become like
Yeah.
that.
right. Like it shifts away from showing off actually cool shit people are interested in
Yes.
into, hey, we're a company, we want to have a spot in this thing to show off our thing.
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah.
just turn to E3. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but it's like the
let me show you
lifespan
this
of
cool
a con.
thing. Oh yeah, and by the way, there are some cosplays here.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it happens, right? Because I guess if the con gets big, the con wants more money, and then
Yeah.
Yeah.
every con's a business, right?
Yeah.
Damn you, capitalism.
But luckily, there are a lot of cons that are like, we're just not going to go above this size. We're not going to sell any more tickets.
Yeah.
Like, this is
Yeah.
what it is. If you
Yeah.
get a ticket, you get a ticket.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of those in the UK as well.
It's pretty much all of them in the UK. I don't.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't think of a single. Big,
Except MCN.
I don't really count MCM.
Right.
A
Because
lot of the like,
MCM's
anime cons
Yeah,
specifically.
MCM's like a comic con, so it's a bit of everything. But in
Yeah.
terms of anime cons in the UK, the biggest it gets is about like 1,000 people. I
Yeah,
would
and the
say.
tickets all sell out on like the first day.
Amazing. Oh,
And then,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
very hard to.
Dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's this one convention that I've been dying to go to, and it's I think it's in Poland, and it's called PhotoCon.
Oh,
and
wow.
it's you have to like sign up beforehand to get to it. You have to be like approved and everything.
Wow.
And
Right.
it's in this gorgeous little town in Poland, and they have access to all the different like churches and then
Oh,
like
wow.
ruins and like fields and
Oh,
stuff.
cool.
And you literally
Right.
go there as a cosplayer with your photographer and just take photos for the
That's sick.
weekend.
Right.
And it's just this like magical like utopia of like cosplayer and photographer, and I want to go so
Yeah,
bad.
that sounds sick.
Yeah,
That would just be cool to like just use as an excuse to go around cool places in Poland as well.
exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
even if you're not a cosplayer, just be like, yeah, I just want some nice photos at a church.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Oh,
that's why I want to go to a Hawaii con, so I can like explore Hawaii for
Yeah.
the first time. You know?
oh my gosh.
I think though that's the thing is that like personally for me, I'm just like gonna use conventions as an excuse to go travel.
Yes, that's what we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did that from
Yeah.
like 2012 to 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was amazing.
So like in like your most busy period, how many conventions would you hit up for like your job? Right? 'Cause-
You were going to a lot, I remember.
yeah.
So many. We were like, there was one year we did like 30 or something, and it was just like, bah, bah, bah.
Were they all in
Were you
America? Or
ever
were they all
home?
over?
Were you ever home?
That's more than half the year.
Yeah,
Like,
it was
yeah.
it was pretty nuts. But
That's
it was
that's like three, almost two or three a month. Right?
25, 30. Yeah, it was a lot. And then there was like some where, because I remember we went to San Diego Comic Con, then we went to like
Were they all
Australia,
in America?
and then
Oh,
no,
no.
because we would like
Shit.
bounce around depending on like what it was, you know, like Canada. We went to Spain. Oh, Festa del Unicorno is in Italy.
Right.
It's amazing. If they ever invite you, it's so amazing. It's literally in this town called Vinci, which is where like Leonardo da Vinci like kind of
Oh,
grew
wow.
up.
Oh, okay.
And it's in Tuscany, and you get to go to this like. Oh, it's amazing! Like the I got to wear my blood elf in this like Tuscan town, and like the food is amazing. Who doesn't like Italian pizza?
I think American pizza is better than Italian pizza.
Ryan. Ryan agrees.
Does he?
Yeah, Ryan agrees.
I just think it's got a little more sustenance to it. It's got a more weight
I
to
think
it.
it's two different things entirely.
I would agree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
But for me, if you like have to make me choose one, I'd go for American style.
Wrong. Wrong. You just-
I'm not saying that like it is unequivocally better in any sense. I just
Okay.
that's what I would go
Two
for.
different things.
I
There
like
are
how-
two pizzas inside of you.
there are two pizzas. I just like how an American pizza fucks you up. Like you feel disgusting after. Like you feel so full, like an animal.
DTF?
Yep.
It's down to
He's down. Is DTF on the Papillon?
that scene from Dodgeball where he like shoves the pizza in his pants.
Is that you?
Yeah,
The
that's
pizza?
me. Yeah.
All right, you and Ryan are the same. Ryan's vegetarian, so he's like, oh, fucking whole Caesar's cheese
Yeah,
pizza.
but cheese pizza's the best though.
Yep.
Like it always
Yep.
goes the hardest.
Yep, that's Ryan.
Except you have the shits for the next like 2 days usually.
Nice and skinny.
I'm not lactose. I'm good.
Nah, dude.
Why are you getting the shits from a pizza?
Because it's so much cheese.
Lactose.
Like you're literally shitting through a straw after a pizza.
no,
like
no,
that.
Through an Ivan Eagle.
No, it's fine.
It's horrible.
That's your Japanese genes giving you lactose intolerance.
Yeah, 'cause
isn't
Japanese
like-
people don't know how to eat pizza.
Yeah, it's like 80% of people are lactose intolerant in Asia.